Hello, here is a second video of the Indycar monologues. On this one, we'll talk about Indycar, specifically the schedule for 2019. Changes are going to be made. Next year's season finale will be ending at Laguna Seca, a spiritual racetrack for Indycar racing that has been off the schedule for many years. IndyCar will make their way back to Laguna Seca on a 3-year deal starting next year. I think this is a great win for IndyCar. They go back to a track that most drivers and teams like. Is a road course there where you can pass. It's a fast road course. It's an exciting road course, and it's provided a lot of memories for IndyCar teams, drivers, and fans alike. This is a great move by IndyCar, but it also brings me to the point of, should IndyCar start going back to its roots from going to tracks they went to in the past? I would say yes, it's already leading that way. This year, they go back to Portland, which was an okay track. It wasn't the best track passing, but the Pacific Northwest is a fan base that wants Indy cars. And if it makes sense, IndyCar should be going there and continue to go there for many years to come. You also now add Laguna Seca, another great road course. So the schedule is becoming galvanized with quality venues now. Now, there's a lot of questions about the Toronto race that we had. This year's Toronto race, which I watched, that was a crazy race. Very, very exciting race, very unpredictable. Good race this year, but fan interest has been waning. It's not as many fans as it used to be. And also, the negotiations to bring that race back next year is currently up in the air. So, could that race be off the schedule? Also, there's Texas, even though I think they're pretty close to a deal. Their race is not yet confirmed, which makes me ask the question, what other tracks can we add from IndyCar's past? First track I would suggest is Michigan. Bring back the Michigan 500. I think this is a race that's been off the schedule long enough. I think you need this race on the schedule. It's a spiritual race. It's a classic race. And it's typically one of those races where it's always entertaining. No matter if it's a domination or you have a lot of passing, it's usually a good race. That's the first track. The next track I would suggest bringing back is probably California. Go back to Fontana. There's 2 super speedways right there. I would bring back California simply because of the surface of the track. It's a worn out surface. It will make it a driver's race. That would be interesting. I'll also add 2 more road/street circuits. Number 1, Most Sport. We need Most Sport on schedule. That is a great road course for any racing series. It shocks me that IndyCar has never thought about going there because it is a great track for racing. It's fast, sweeping turns you can pass there. It would be great for IndyCars. And I think Ron Fellows would love to work with IndyCars. He's already got a great relationship with sports cars. He comes from a sports car background. But I think he would really like, excuse me, to have IndyCars there. That's the first race. The next race is kind of an option. I would either want another street race in the United States, particularly Cleveland. I would like to have Cleveland back on the schedule with now LeBron James gone. There's no major attraction there. So bring back the IndyCar race at Berkeley Front Airport. That was a good race. It had good crowds. And the wide open nature of the track, as far as space, there's so much space there. I think it'll be a good race. And you can get creative. You don't have to run the same type of track. Change the track a little bit. I think it'll be great. It'll be wonderful for IndyCar racing and wonderful for IndyCar fans in that region. You could also return to Brazil, which is a great fan base for Indy cars. That's been a huge fan base for many years. Now you have options there. You can run a street race, or you can run another permanent road course. So you can go to Sao Paulo, have that race there. You can run the Formula One track. There's a lot of things you can do. So, but what you gotta have is, I think you need a few more races on the schedule without going overboard. I think it still needs to be a North American championship, but if you add Brazil, it's not going to hurt you, it's just going to help you. I think IndyCar has an opportunity here to really get a lot of fans and a lot of attention. NASCAR's in trouble, big trouble. And I think for IndyCar, if they can get back to markets that had loyal fan bases and also maybe even create some new markets, it'll be huge for IndyCar racing. A little sleepy there. It'll be great. It will be wonderful. I would really want to see it. And I think the sport needs it. I think you need to go to places where you're wanted, where there's the demand, and you need better races to have. You need to have more big races. You have Long Beach, of course, and the big one is the Indy 500. But I think you need, in something of a Grand Slam type format, I think you need four grand races, four majors in an IndyCar schedule to really, have something people and drivers and teams can be excited about during the season. Similar to the North American Endurance Cup in the WeatherTech Championship. They should have a similar format to that. You can have a championship within a championship. Those races can count for double points. They love the double points concept. You could put those four races for double points if you wanted. Frankly, I think you take out of the double points idea other than Indy. I am of the belief that if you do well at Indy, you probably deserve to win championship. Because that race isn't for the faint of heart. That is a big race, the biggest race in the world. Great spectacle in racing. So I'm gonna wrap it up here. I feel like IndyCar's on the right track with the schedule. I think they need to go back to venues they've had success with in the past, reestablish themselves with the fan base, and also go to new tracks where there's opportunities. Like I said, with motorsports, that is a big opportunity there. Brazil, you race anywhere down there, that's a big opportunity. Anyway, this is Craig, IndyCar Monologues. Until next time, see you later.